Hello! Welcome to this evening's little project. So what we're doing now, it's March. Great time to start on our seedlings. We've got to start sowing at this time of year to get a good start on summer. What we've got, marigolds. This variety is called Crackerjack. These are the big, tall African marigolds rather than the little short French ones. These are going to grow about 36 inches in height, which will be really nice for back of the border. Because they're so tall, we need to start them early so we can get them growing nice and strong. And another thing that I just put in here is something that also takes a wee while, Larkspur. So the purpose of growing these two together in the same large flat, which is what we're doing right now, we've filled this with potting compost, flattened it down. We're growing half and half. You can do this in one of these large trays, and the reason you can do it in a large tray like this is because this is going to be our starting tray. Both of these take the same type of time to germinate. We should have seedlings in here within 7 to 14 days, so they're a good companion. One which would not be a good companion would be verbena. Verbena takes considerably longer in trays to come through, so this would take about 8 weeks. So we wouldn't want to put it in a tray like this with marigold or larkspur, because of course it's going to take longer for the seeds to germinate, longer for them to get nice and strong. So we'd be disturbing the bed here if we were planting these to get the marigolds or the larkspur out. So what you want to do is have things that germinate and grow over the same length of time, and we can pop them both in here. And all we're going to do, you see, I have a little dibbing knife here. I call it my dibbing knife because it's got a nice blunt end on. This one's an Opinel, called a Baby Opinel, French brand, stainless steel, and you just make little holes. And what we're going to do with each of those little holes is we're going to pop in one of these marigold seeds. You see, these are plenty of seeds in there. I'm just going to take one and pop it into each of those little holes that we just made. Pop it in, and take the next one, and pop that in. And then we're going to cover them up just as we go along the line there, okay? And then once we've done that, we're going to mark off with just a little seed marker there what's going on. And on this little tag here, we've got M for marigold on this side with a little arrow pointing over this, so we know that this side is marigold, and L over here for larkspur. So that way, when we come to have seedlings, and they've got those little baby seedling leaves on, we'll know exactly which one's which. If we don't mark them off like that, then we won't know. A nice way of doing it, if you don't have little markers like that, or you don't want to do that, is you can take the seed packet. I'm showing you right here. Take a seed packet, and you can, if you keep the name on the top side, you can use it like that and use it as a little marker and just pop that in there. And that way you know that everything on this side is the larkspur, and then do the same on the other with the marigold. Okay, so that's for tonight's little project. Hopefully you got some good tips there. Okay, I'm off to go and have a nice cup of tea. Toodaloo.